That's not open. That part's not open anymore. It used to be privately owned. It was open. Coleman County owns it now. They don't really do much here. So you don't camp under these kind of rocks. It definitely cooled off a lot through here. Little sketchy bridge up here. Actually feels pretty solid. There's someone's piece of clothes, I guess. know if that wire makes it less slippery or not. This pathway goes down to the water, a little picnic area. That one continues up and around. Most of the signs are gone to this place because the county doesn't keep up with it. But we're going to continue around the hiking part. Right now, going down that is pretty slippery. Very steep and it's wet. Probably turn to a slip and slide. Still, it rained pretty hard here. Maybe time to put bug spray on. Looks a lot different in the summertime with all the leaves. The wintertime you can see much more. Now coming up on a little interesting area. Land bridge. Interesting pitting in the rock. Makes you think there'd be bats in here or something. Not a real big bridge. Not much of a gap either. It's still pretty neat. Not gonna attempt that, I'll bust my ass. I'll also have my pack on. It's fairly muggy out, just got done raining. It's about 85. So we'll head back to the trail. I believe this little trail, it's just a runoff or a game trail that goes up on top of the little land bridge. We'll take the normal trail. This is pretty slippery area here. There's some water rolling, running. I believe there's a few waterfalls around here, if we can get to them. That's starting to get a little washed out. Good foot or two step. Sorry about that, got stuck on cable. A little bit of water flowing. Trees are sucking up most of it, so. Hard to show the depth of it. More of the trail way down over there. Little tiny under the falls area. A little seat you can sit under there if you didn't want to get soaking wet. That's definitely different. A little bit of a cable. I don't know how well that would help you. I'm just pulling trees down on top of you. At least there's some sense of security. That definitely wouldn't help you there. You just slide underneath of it. A lot of local Boy Scouts come and do little projects here. There's another little I believe. No, that's not part of the trail there. You make your way down to there. There's a little pipe crossing. I believe they put some boards in here to help with that sketchy tree over the trail. Potential for busting your ass, but you just take it easy. Should be alright. Some of the sign left. This side of the park there's signs, on the other side they're kind of gone. The trail used to go up that way, but since the county owns it now, I think it's private on out that direction. Now we're gonna wind on down these sketchy rocks. Try not to break any part of me. I see some people are doing a little cutting. I guess they're starting to work on it a little bit. Could be the Boy Scouts though, they do come and try to do a little maintenance and projects. I need to replace some of the signs. On the other side most of the signs are missing. I don't think you can see it, but a couple hundred feet down there's some water. We're slowly winding our way down to that little picnic area. If we took the road up in the front, the asphalt part, it would go straight to it like a shortcut. But shortcuts ain't no fun. We were up there. Now we're winding on down here. Slowly getting better at editing, so I will try to add my other videos in to make this one semi-long one. Unless I fall down one of these rocks. Old piece of steel pipe. I don't want to step on that. This took some time to stack all these stones. The stones got a pretty cool looking thing. That's a neat little piece. We were all the way up there earlier. A lot of logs cut and washed down through here. Another part of the waterfall. He was on top of it. This part's getting sketchy. More like a wash than a path anymore. There's another little bridge down there. We can zoom in a little bit. Be making our way to that. And down that way. As I find my way around it. This little park's pretty close to a road and Coleman City and town. So. That is a Blackhawk. Huntsville's not too far away and they work on Blackhawks right there. There's a facility. And you got the Redstone Arsenal and all that, so. And some others, fighter jets and attack helicopters and things like that go over. But it's usually very quiet. Until all the kids show up and run around. Teenagers and all that. I got a heavy cable here. There are some climbing areas here where you can rappel over and climb. There's the water down there. We're getting closer. So we can see it a little bit better. There it is. And it's muggy out here. You can tell this has been here a little while. Might be coming coming up on some people. Sorry if this is shaky. I don't have one of those camera dailies right now that adjust for that. Little ways down right there, about 30-40 feet. It continues down. It's not quite a river. I guess I call it a stream. Some people call it a river. I got this cable, but looks like it just kind of falls down over here. No one re-stretched it. Huh? Yeah, I think the trail either goes down that way, or you gotta kind of do some sketchy stuff over here. Let me check. Because it's been around this street for a long time. I think people were just making a shortcut and pulled the cable down. Yeah, we go around this way. Unless you're real adventurous, you can go down that way. And there's that little road that we seen earlier. It kind of cuts through all this and you don't do the trail. If you want to go do a picnic or something, you can just hike it on down. I head down here to where the water's coming down from way up there. We first seen it, and they come down about 3 more times to here. Oh crap! If someone forgot their little pocket knife thing, I think I've seen them. I'll see if I catch up to them. It goes on out that way, and the trail curves on down here. That's another sketchy ass part that's pretty slippery. Not real bad. I'll say that as I almost fall. There's the water. There's that road. We'll end up getting back on it just to go down a little bit to the picnic area. I'll see you guys at the picnic area. There's just a little turning down a road, and it should be about right there. Level's not that high. I thought it'd be a lot higher, but I imagine all the green trees and grass and all that's sucking it up pretty good, so that's most likely why it's not. But you can tell it's rained a lot this year. It has washed it out. I am wearing my Tactical Tailor 3-day assault pack and my Hill People Heavy Recon chest rig. It's good if you're hiking, you might as well carry a little weight to be used to it. Guess that tree didn't make it. Smash little fish right there. I don't know if I could see them on the phone, cause oh, there they are. It's like it's the glare, but there's a bunch of them just in this little shallow area. There's a little man-made falls by the picnic area. And there also is a tunnel. Not a real long tunnel, just something interesting. Is there anybody in there making out or some crap? There's usually grass at the picnic area too, but it looks like it's worn away, washed away. It would be a neat little family picnic area. If you don't mind a few people passing through, that usually happens. Sometimes when it's a nice day, it's a bunch of rowdy teenagers, but who knows when this thing was built. Well, you could potentially go swimming if you wanted. There's a lot of time building that. I bet it was a lot emptier before all that silt backed it up, so it probably used to be a pretty cool little spot. A big old rock that tumbled down the hill. That wouldn't be a bad spot there. And on down that way, there's crossings you can go across to the other side of the park and up top of the mountain. All the way up over there, across the top. There's a few rappelling spots over there. As you can hear, there's some people screwing off out there. Some people right up there on the trail. But there's some good crayfish in here, maybe. Another rock formation. Some more trees that fell down. Must have been pretty bad storm and all that. I think those are those people that lost their knife. Let me catch you guys in a minute. There's one of the rock climbing spots. People are doing some rappelling right now. And that goes on up. There's several bridges zigzagging across, and the tunnel's on up this way. It's like a tree fell down from there. Let's see if we can find our way to the tunnel. You can take several different routes. Just big circles, or loops, or ovals. Yeah, there you go. Got some guys rappelling. It's pretty nifty. I think we'll just duck across right here. It's not part of the trail, but I was gonna fall in and break an ankle. It's all good. Honestly, rocks usually isn't the best bet. And crap. Oh, never mind, I made it. Because otherwise you have to climb over that rock. through all that, get to that bridge, you go across the bridge. And the trail. So we'll bypass this a little bit. We'll go on out that way. You got the hook along left. There's a big loop, couple big loops up through there. I don't know if you can see the haze coming through the trees. My glasses are fogged over. Alright, we're on the other side of the water after I busted my ass and fell in. Half of me, not all of me. There used to be signs over here that showed what everything was, but as you can see, people have broken them off. And they've never got replaced. This way should curve around and head on over to Twilight Tunnel. We'll try to get a little tunnel shot. It's not super duper, real big or nothing, but it's neat. Well, a tree fell down in the water, blocking some of the trail that way. People have been going around or under. Ugh. There's starting to be more people showing up here. Not trying to get anybody in the video. I don't know if they would approve of it. Yeah, I think we're headed in the right direction. You can also be all the way up there on the other trail. One trail goes up that way. I'm not sure how Tyler got back here. I've been there a long time. It's a long way to carry a tire. There's still a few signs left. Now we're up over the river on this side, or creek. And there's the picnic area. Used to be a sign. I'm not going to attempt that in the wet weather. I don't know if that's part of the trail. Waterfall's on over there. The little one. Here's another wet weather waterfall. I think we're still too low, yeah. They don't maintain some of this section pretty good. It's been down for quite some time. But I believe there's another way to wind around, I think. We're going in the big loop. We're going in the big loop. I can already tell. as it doesn't keep going up. But yeah, that's not it. You need to be the other side. So we'll cross this mess of a this isn't too bad. At least when you fall, you don't fall in a pile of water. We kind of went a different way than you normally go, so now we're on some of the older trails that no one uses anymore. You gotta link your way back around. This will eventually get there, just you gotta wind your way all the way up. All the way up there. And the tunnel will be through some of this old rock. It's not really a tunnel. This rock face kind of pulling away from the other part of it, and it just makes a gap in between it. But it has a little bit of a roof, so. Little bench. There you go. See? 2 twilight tunnels. Someone was nice enough to write on it. Because all the other signs are tore up. Reminds me of some kind of ancient Mayan pyramid with all the vines growing on it. It is humid. I'm just drenched. Another trail winds back down. Used to go all the way down to that little post. And there used to be a cable bridge I want to cross that water to the picnic area. But it's been out for years and years and years. Miles from the road and way back in the area, there's still tires. Probably washed down the stream in a heavy rain event over time. It's just crazy though. No matter where you go, there's junk. Yeah, see, we're gonna be going up and up and up and up and up slowly. Well, if we fall, down very fast. Let's hope it's the slow part. Some of the big rocks slowly making their way down the hill. I believe there used to be another old trail wound down through there. Whoa. Not a trail, but it's a neat little ledge on out through there. Dangerous ledge, but well, right now 90-some% humidity and everything's wet. And it's about to rain again. Microbe mini fall. falls should be up here. Not the falls, sorry. The tunnel. Should be getting close. It's been a few months since I've been here and we took a different direction than normal. Which makes it interesting. You go the same direction every time and it gets boring, I imagine. Nice little shaded overlook. And those are some big freaking leaves. A big old elephant here. Just take the fast way to the water. Yeah, I believe the tunnel's right up here. Well, it looks like there's some people hanging out, so we'll wait a tad and then we'll go check it out as soon as they leave. Yeah, I believe that's the entrance to it right up in there. We'll go in there in a minute, just let them get through. We'll see how it is. You can feel the breeze coming through there. Not really a tunnel, but that rock's new. That wasn't there before. I guess it fell down from somewhere. Tonight on the History Channel, King Tut's hallway. I can barely fit through here. You can see all the condensation on the rocks. It's so much colder in here. Feels great. It's making the video look all crazy. That's a tunnel you wouldn't want to camp in. You'd be fairly wet. Ain't not really a tunnel. Just the rock separating. You can climb up the sides and there's little tiny pockets and stuff up there. Like Look up in there, old chamber. No climbing today. I got my packs on and it is wet. Maybe some other time. Need a GoPro camera for that. I ain't gotta hold it. There's a little stairway right here. I imagine it's a natural, well, that part ain't. I imagine that is a natural stairway there. It actually curves around that way more, but it's about 6 inches wide, so I there might fit. I'm having a hard time fitting here. You hear my knife dragging on the wall. If you're adventurous, you can squeeze out that way. If not, curve around. It also falls down further. And we are at the end. Let's see if I can fit out of here with my back on. Oh yeah. This little curve. And we are out. Alright, out of the cave. That is definitely not a way down there. Which that is new too. Those rocks fell not real long ago. There used to be a climbing instructor here at this place where you could hook up and rappel over. It's a little dangerous right now because it is wet and slippery. Let's see if we can get you a view over the edge. A little bit of a cable, but as you can see, most of it's gone. I don't really want to test the tensile rating of that. Or those for any matter. I've been there for 15 years or so. That's basically everything really to see here until we get to the end. There used to be a trolley system. You could ring the bell and they would bring you on up. Now you gotta do it the hard way. Well, that's a neat little park. There's the water on down there some more. And that little road and trail. And that's the area out of the cave. There's one of the entrances right there you can come out of. The other one was down there. Got like a 90-degree turn at the end. Don't need a flashlight, but it does help. Maybe we'll come back when it's not as humid where we can maybe explore a little more, get more video of it. If that's what people want to see. Oh, there's another tree that broke. Looks like it was a twisty. Pretty good size. You have to be careful walking around here, you slip. And you go down. Way down there somewhere. It's pretty neat. You always see people camping under rocks and stuff like this, but it looks pretty damn wet to me. A few dry areas. Way back in there, but this rock, there's some idiots that carved their names on it. This kind of rock you do not want to camp under or have a fire, because it will come down, these layers. going down. Gonna wind our way back down, across the river, and then up that concrete little road that they have. Some of the rocks have fallen, who knows how long ago, 100 years, 1,000 years. And here's another sketchy area. Now if you want, they don't have the markers anymore, but you can, they both go that way, but there's actually a third option to go right, which will wind all the way up through all that to the very top, and it goes along the top and then goes back down where we started headed up. But we're gonna head down this way, across the river and out of here. Because I did fall in the river a little bit, slipped on some rock, which, let's go that way, because this way you can see, well, it's hard to see, but it's straight down this way. We're actually going to curve this way, or hopefully it winds down gentle, a lot more gentle. I believe that's just a water wash, it just tails out to nowhere. And this is sort of a trail. This side of the park is definitely not taken care of. The other side is way better, but this side involves a lot more walking to it. A lot of people just want to pull in the parking lot, go to the other side for a few minutes. So that's why it's taken care of a little more. Another deadfall. More of a jump down area. And this trail does have the potential to get hurt a bit if you do fall, because we was right up there and you would tumble until you could catch something. That tree's been here a long, long time. And here's another spot that's a little, there we go. Man, it sure is holding on, ain't it? Until one day it doesn't. Starting to get a little breeze in here, which is good. Get rid of some of this humidity. My glasses are actually not fogged up anymore. Got a little under reach. This area is actually dry-ish. Yeah. Hope you had to huddle down there for a little bit, but if you could see the million mosquitoes, they would probably like you to huddle down there too. And there's where we was when I showed you the rappelling spot where that tree's laying on it. I don't think anybody uses this spot no more for rappelling, just that front area. A little more advanced area. There's another wash area. It makes it look like a trail. It's just, you can see all the rocks that's washed and everything. I have to come here one time and do a project fixing some of these trails. Restack some of the rocks and whatnot to People enjoy it. Yeah, you can go up around there. That's a dead end right up in there. Or it links to this trail if I remember. I think it links to this trail. It's just a more in-depth walk. Oh, hollow spot in there. Some little oak. It's a hydrangea. 100% on them flowers. I'm kind of scattered around down through there. It's pretty neat. Tons of little nooks and crannies. We won't have a rabid possum come out of this. We'll be alright. Well, now we can actually skip on down through there, down to the water line, and I believe cross the bridge. That's what I want to do.
What? You could. I would rather not go down here.
Still not sure. I think that is a wash. I think it was a wash that people just used and turned into a trail.
Well, we can try it.
This is definitely the trail. Hikes back. But it's washing out too. That's why the other trail comes through. Should do a lot of rock skipping. Appreciate you guys for watching, and you know you got to do it if you like what you see. Think about subscribing. If not, it's alright. And there's more to come. You guys have a good one. And we're about out of here. This is the last part of the exit, just about. By the overhang. We're way back up on the other side of the. Headed on out. There's a tiny bit of a waterfall sometimes. More in the winter time because you know, the trees are using up all the water. And someone's beer that they had to have out here. And the one Boy Scouts, they built this little wall a long time ago. I think they have their little, yeah, there it is. 2003. And I give it to them, they had to carry all this mortar and stuff out here to do it. Next part's just a real steep zigzag up the hill, little trail. I believe the old cable car system, well, they cut the cable, but I think it's still sitting down here at the bottom. Around this corner, possibly. We'll have to do one of these videos in the fall or when the leaves are off or as they're coming off. and then when they're off, because then you can see more distance. It's a little harder to tell right now. So much green, which I prefer the green. There's a big old chunk of concrete slab there. Not sure what that was. I don't know if they were making something and just stopped. Maybe there's like a little bridge or something going across. Here's the old cable car system. There's some of the signs that are kind of deteriorating. Well, when you were done, you used to walk up here, ring the bell, and the guy would hoist the car up so you didn't have to hoof it up out of here. But it's probably a liability for the city to have it, so I don't even know if the car is even out. The car's not even here either anymore. It's just tracks that go on up. All hand built. It's pretty nifty. I don't know where the car is. And there's a road up there, so water comes flowing from there, so that's just where most of the trash comes from. And there's a really steep trailway up here. If you want a shortcut down, you can take it, but it's harder to walk down it than up it. Because up, you can lean forward and go up, but coming down is a different story. And there's the little system. Tracks that someone had to hand drive and concrete all the way up. At least there's still a few stairs. Oops. It's another little dangerous spot. You got to be careful because a little slip. And if you don't land on the other trail, you land in the water. Way down. A nice little path here. It's not so steep. Then it'll cut back up as we're going all the way up there. That person is. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. And some more people throwing their trash. And this trail is washed out bad. But the roots kind of help. Use your handholds or foot traction if you need it. And it starts cutting back to the left about 50 feet. It's not bad when it's, you know, not 100% humidity, but and you're wearing your pack, chest rig, sidearm. Never leave home without it. Huh. There's the bridge when we first come in. We're going to wind around, left, then right, and come out right next to where we come in. If you want the fast way to the bottom, you come down this way. which no one really does, except for a few repellers. I just want to get to the rock. Little potential to hurt an ankle. And the cable car would have went up to there, but it's long since gone. All right, and there's the exit.